ooh, I'm sorry, I feel bad, but I can't take that risk because I associated, you know, any disease, really. I'm not even just going to say herpes, but I associated, ooh, like, you must be like you must be like wild, you must be out there, you must be fast, you must be whatever, right? And that was not my story. I literally trusted and loved the wrong damn man. That's my story. And it almost cost me my life. Um, yeah. Right now, like I said, I haven't had a known outbreak. Everyone is telling me when you have an outbreak, you'll know. I had what did I have? Of course, I had the bumps on my hand, and I was freaking out about that, and they were like, "Well, you can go have it swabs, but I seriously doubt it because you didn't feel tingling or numbness. That's always associated with an outbreak." And I'm like, "But why do I have these bumps and they look like, just whatever, whatever." So I was freaking out about that. Eventually people calmed me down. It was like, that's not that if you didn't get this. They kept saying, you're going to know if you have an outbreak. I remember getting a hair bump. And I've never had a hair bump in this place, right? And we're grown, so I'm going to go ahead and say, on my lips, I had a hair bump. And I was like, I've gotten a hair bump, up at the top, but I've never had a hair bump down there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to post my vagina on Facebook. That nasty motherfucker. I was just going off. Every day, I'm literally, like with my phone, with the camera. I was with the mirror every day. And I kept saying, I'm going to post it. My friend said, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. She said, I know it's a hair. It's a hair. And I said, no, it's not. I don't see it. It was ingrown hair. Eventually, days later, the hair kind of came through and I was able to pull it out with tweezers, right? With, some tweezers. But I had already taken the pictures to post on social media. Like, I was literally gone. I remember there was another time where I had got a bump, just like under here or whatever. It wasn't on my mouth, but again, herpes can be wherever, You can have it on your finger. It's called herpes Whitlow. You can have it on your face. So I'm like, it's not on my lip, but I got it on my face. Oh my God. I'm just like, I'm freaking out, right? And everybody kept calming me down, like, that's not a cold sore, Michelle. That does not look like a cold sore. Like, every day, I'm like this. They was like, that's not a cold sore. That's not a cold sore. You're going to know if it's a cold sore. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. It's going to crust over. It's going to whatever. It's going to ooze. And it was a pimple. But it was a whitehead pimple. And it was several of them. It was probably like 3 or 4. And with herpes, they come in clusters, and I was just like freaking out. And they wasn't together, but they was like, doop. It was just like, so I don't know if it came because of my mask, because of COVID, but it was a pimple. But I was freaking out about that. I just hope that I continue to stay symptom free. And not get the type of symptoms that everyone in my support group get, because I just don't know if I can handle it. I just don't. I honestly don't. Some people say they instantly got symptoms. Some people get them once a month, once every couple of years. One person, they didn't have symptoms for 14 years. So everybody's body is different. You don't know how it's going to affect you. But right now, I'm going on 3 years of being diagnosed, getting a positive diagnosis. And yeah, I just hope it stays that way. I also remember, like, I got a rash on my back. Of course, you start overthinking. Once you get something like this, you start overthinking. So I remember there was a time years before, of course, years before, I had got a rash on my back, and my hair was long. My hair was to the small of my back at one time. It broke off to my bra strap. Not bra strap like here, but bra strap like in the middle. It broke off that much. Like literally, I was gonna shave my head. I was like, oh, I was crying about that, and my girlfriend convinced me not to shave your head. But for 2 whole years, I wore a wig. I would not for every day. I would not let nobody see my hair. I was just, it was very, very dark time. In the midst of that time, he's lying, telling everybody, um, she got it. She didn't get it from me. Um, I don't have it. He told people that, I'm crazy. He was just saying all kind of stuff, which only made me share more evidence, more proof that I'm not lying. You're fucking lying. Um, like, who would lie about something like this? He was saying, oh, I'm just scorned, I'm bitter, or just whatever he was saying. And it's just like, who would lie about something like this, right? Like, you're not going to mute me. You're not going to silence me. This is my story, and goddamn it, I'm going to tell it. You know, clearly you mess with the wrong chick because this chick is not shutting her mouth. Um, I'm not, like one of those other chicks, like you see, victims come forward after 5 years, 10 years. Some never come forward. I mean, look at Bill Cosby. Look at, this R. Kelly. Look at Weinstein. Look at all these people. Some people never come forward unless other people come forward. I'm not one of those people. I just kept running my mouth. Called the police, called health department. I called everybody I could literally think of calling. Because I was just like, this is crazy. Like, I cannot believe this, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't know. This is a long video. I don't even know if I can upload this because it's so damn long. But this is my story, and this is only part of my story. But I think I need to end it right now because it's just going on for so long. But you've heard one story, you've heard them all as far as herpes, and how people got, the way we got our diagnosis may be different. But my story has a twist to it, and it's got a few bumps in the road, got a few whatever, but I'm going to share that, and especially when, you hear someone say because of a victim sharing her story um, and I don't like the word victim. I need to find a new word because I don't like that word. I got a real problem with that word. I don't want to be associated with that word. To me, victim, I don't know, I equate that with weak. And anybody that knows me know I'm far from weak. I'm far from being a pushover. That and me is not one and the same. That was me during, that situation. I can definitely, I was gone. I was definitely weak. I felt, at the time, I felt damaged. I felt unloved. I felt all of that. Right now, I don't even associate damaged with me. I say I'm broken. Pieces of me are still getting put back together and still being made whole. But right now, I'm broken, you know, and that's okay, you know. Like everybody goes through stuff in life, and this is my story. This is the one thing that sets me down on my ass, literally. You know, even the death of my mom, of course you grieve, you're just out of it, but then you have to pick up the pieces and you like, you knew she was sick, just whatever. And I still cry about my mom, and that was many years ago, but I still cry. But I don't know, maybe it was because I was able to prepare myself somewhat because we knew she was sick. um But this right here was the worst thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. Ever, ever. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't know. I was just out of it. Um, and it's bad. It's really bad. Right now, I am like a support person or system to other people newly diagnosed. You can always tell the new ones. They all say the same thing. They want to kill themselves. They feel dirty. They feel whatever. How can this person do this to them? Just what they want to sue. They want to do this. They want to do whatever. I mean, at this point, that's all I can do. You know, um, that's all I can do at this present moment, and that's what I'm committed to doing. You know, no one should kill themselves over this. Most definitely, it's not something you want to take your life over, but it's they just need people in their life that care, even if you don't know them, just that's empathetic with what they're going through, and they need somebody that's there for them at that time, because literally you're not on the edge, you're hanging over the edge by your fingertips. You're literally hanging over. And some people don't make it. I made it. And I'm grateful that I got over the depression. Been off of medication for over a year and a half. So I've been doing really good on that, as far as that. But yeah, it took a long time to get me there. A long time to get me there. I did therapy. I couldn't even tell people why I was there. I was just the one that was just in group that was just crying. And then when I finally did start, talking, I feel like I didn't deserve to be there because other people were there. It was a guy there because his wife cheated on him. It was other therapists there because their job was stressful. It was a girl there from grad school, and she didn't know how to navigate, and it's just too much stress. It was a girl finding out that she was adopted. It was everybody, one person was there because her boyfriend beat her up with, I think, a bat, or he hit her with a car or something. She was like messed up. She was there on crutches and all bandaged up. It was a girl there because she found out she was pregnant. Then she also found out that her boyfriend was cheating, and then he said he was going to take the kid. It was just, everybody had their own story, and here I am with herpes. And I felt like, how dare you complain when this is the only thing that's going on in your life and you can't get through it. And these other people have all this stuff going on Even the guy, he was there crying because he, the walked in and the wife was in the bed with someone, and then she was divorcing him and she was taking everything, and he had to sell his like equipment to. Everybody had their own story, but I didn't feel like my story mattered. And my therapist kept saying, Michelle, you matter. You need to be heard. Don't minimize what you're feeling, what you're thinking. You deserve to be heard. I remember her. I'll probably just cut this down to a few videos because I'm still just talking. I remember her saying at one particular time, she was like, she asked me to name 3 things that I loved about myself. I could only name 1. Mind you, she said about yourself. The only thing I said was I bought a house. I could not think of 1 thing about myself. And this is coming from a person that was overly confident. Just walked like her shit didn't stink. Just, she got it all together. Finances together, careers together. I had it going on in my mind. And people treated me like that, So it's just like to break someone down to that low of a point where they can't even name 1 thing about themselves that they love. That's bad. I didn't fill out. I bought a brand new house. I didn't fill out 1 warranty thing. I hope and pray I don't have issues with my HVAC. My furnace, my air, my central air. I didn't even fill out the warranty on that. I didn't fill out the warranty on my appliances. When I say I came home from work and I didn't do anything, I did not do anything. It took me over a year to unpack. My garage was all boxed up from my apartment. My daughter, whatever she said she wanted, I was just like, I don't care. I spent all this money to get into this house. I spent a lot of money buying, a few things. I bought my daughter a bedroom set, bought her a couch, bought a few things. It wasn't completely decorated. It still is not completely decorated. But I bought a few things, but I just could not make decisions. I was out of it. I was not. My daughter, she could have said, "Oh, I think I need like a car or something, Mom." I'd have been like, "Okay, I don't care. It's just I don't care." I literally was like gone. During this time, I remember getting calls and harassed, by the police, by the girls, things that he was saying to his friends. He didn't know they were coming back saying to me. It was a very, very dark time. They were saying that I was harassing them and I was stalking them. And I literally would go days not showering, not brushing my teeth. Because there came a point where I ended up taking a stress leave at work. There was days that I didn't eat. There was days I didn't shower. There was days I didn't brush my teeth. I did mention my hair fell out. There's a reason because of that. I didn't put oil on it. I didn't comb it. I looked a hot mess. It was bad. Very, very bad. Very bad. I don't know how I made it through. I just don't. That's what I said. If it wasn't for the people that were in my life and there for me during that time, and God, That is the reason why I'm still here. The only reason why. But I can talk about, I can share my story, even though it doesn't have an, um, it's still unfolding because of some other things that I'm gonna share. I'm gonna get to, and I'm gonna share that too. Um, because contrary to belief, I'm not obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with telling my story. I'm obsessed with being heard. I'm obsessed with telling my truth. This is my story. This is my truth. That's what I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with not internalizing what I went through, but getting it out. As my therapist said, you need to talk about it. Now, she also told me to pull up a chair and act like I'm talking to him. I haven't done that. I won't do that. I refuse to do that. Because then I just refuse to do that. She told me to write a letter, say all the things that I want to say, cuss them out, do whatever, blah, then tear it up. I didn't do that either. I refuse to allow him to hold power over. I just refuse to do that. I refuse to do that. I still have not done that 3 years later. I still haven't. So it's funny that, you hear people, you say, obsessed with him. Really? Stalking him, harassing him. And I'm like, literally, if I was going to stalk him, harass him, I would have did that fucking week that I got my diagnosis. Are you fucking stupid? Like, I literally did not call him because I knew if I called, either he was not going to answer the phone, which I damn near would have bet my bottom dollar, 99.9, or he would have said something slick, or he would have just did whatever. He wouldn't have done what I needed him to, and that was to say, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I fucked up. He wouldn't have did none of that, because that's not the man that he is. That's not the person that he is. I knew that. So I didn't even give him the pleasure of doing all of everything that I knew he would have done. I didn't even do that. But yet I was still accused of doing that. And it's just like, wow. Wow. It's crazy. And people need to go with their gut feelings. I'm telling people to go get tested. 80% of the people that have it don't know they have it. 1 in 3 women have it. 1 in 5 males have it. HSV1 and HSV2 can live wherever. It's not just HSV1 in your mouth, cold sores. No, because people do a lot of stuff with their mouths, right? Okay. So it can be wherever. Just like HSV2. You do oral sex, we grown, right? So if they got it on their penis, guess who got it in their mouth? Guess who got it in their throat? It can be wherever. You can have it in your eye. You can have it in your nose. You can have it on your lip. You can have it on your side of your face. You can have a girl says she only get it on the top of her boob. A guy said he only get it on his ball sack. You can get it wherever. Do not just check penises. Do not just check vaginas. Not only get yourself tested and trust that the person, got tested too, but also keep getting tested. Because just because you were tested before does not mean throughout the whole relationship that person is remaining faithful, remaining loyal. So continue to get tested. I got a friend was saying she's married and she still get tested every 6 months to a year. And she's married. Never had any fidelity issues um, with her husband. Never. But she just know men. She's older than me, and she was like, I just know. Like I've been through this, blah blah blah. I just know. So she still get tested. So that is what I'm sharing and telling everybody. Get tested. Don't believe, the stuff that comes out of your mouth. Whether it happened one time or whether it was a long term thing. It don't take one time. It don't take more than once to get pregnant. It definitely don't take more than one time to get an STD. Okay? Get tested. Get tested. It's crazy. And you can have it and not have symptoms. You can have it and not have symptoms. It's called asymptomatic. You shed approximately 8 to 12, 12 to 15, I can't remember, times a year. And you don't even know that you're shedding the disease, shedding because it's an STI, sexual transmitted infection. You're shedding the infection. You don't know. And it's skin to skin. Some wrestlers get it. People in high school get it playing football. It's skin to skin. No, you can't get it sitting on a toilet seat. No, you can't get it from a swimming pool. It is skin to skin. So if you're, playing sports with somebody, they got it on their arm. Guess who got it? It's not like HIV where it has to, it's with the exchange of body fluids. It's skin to skin contact. It does live in your saliva. It does live in your semen or your vaginal secretions, whatever. It does live in that. You can get a cold sore if you drink behind somebody. You can get if you eat behind somebody. You can. You can. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. This past Thanksgiving, Christmas, I remember my daughter. You eat, you cooking and you just test food. But mind you, I'm already thinking, I already know how it's spread. But she's like, she saw me testing the food. She was like, you're not going to put that back in the food, are you? And of course I wasn't. But, because of this. Because any other time, hell, you cooking at home and it's just you and your kids, you and your man, you that's what you do, right? But because of this, I wasn't. But she called me out on it and she didn't even see me do it. And she was just like, you're not gonna do that, are you? So that had me feeling bad the whole day. Yeah. And and I couldn't blame her. I couldn't say anything to her. I was just like, no, of course not. I was like, why would I do that? I was like, no. But that whole day, I was just all mopey because of it. But yeah, I'm gonna end this though because this has been way too long, and I said I was gonna stop at 30 minutes, and it's like 33. But it's like extremely long. I'm gonna have to break this. But nonetheless, my story is out. Part of my story is out. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, other stuff, in between. It's a lot of stuff even after. It's a lot. Screenshots, like I said, of my story. I'm going to share proof of stuff. There's stuff, like I said, on my pages. There's also stuff on, that's going to come out in a book. There's also stuff that's it's just gonna come out. I'm just in order for me to get through this, I have to get it out. You know, therapy was great. Therapy is awesome. I would recommend everybody to do therapy. And it's wonderful. But at the same time, you have to do your homework too. You have to do your work too. And I've held on to this in some things, in other stuff in a lot of ways. And I'm just like purging, 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 purging. So that's what I'm doing. That is my story. Like I said, this is my page. Um, that's my page. So yeah, there's some things on there. There's um yeah, there's some things on there. Um, there's other stuff that's not on there that will be on here. It's a lot. It's yeah, but it's ask me any questions. I'm an open book. I found out a lot of stuff about this disease. Um, yeah, I'm just here to help anybody not be in the situation that I'm in. And if you are in the situation, I'm here to tell you that you can get through this. Um, you know, and you're gonna be okay. It's a long road. Some people it's longer than others, but you'll get there in time. And it's okay with how what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Um, but you're gonna be okay. You're going to be okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm okay. Um, Even with everything else that's going on in my life, I'm still okay. I still feel like I'm blessed. Um, Despite, the stuff that I've been through these past 2.5 years, um, I'm still blessed in a lot of ways. And I'm, keep wanting, I keep, how they say God never gives you more than you can handle, and there's a reason behind everything. I'm still trying to find that reason. Now, I don't know if that reason is because I'm meant to be, as my girlfriend said, you don't have to be the spokesperson for herpes. You don't have to be, you don't have to tell this. You don't have, and maybe that's my calling. Like the police said. Well, maybe you can write to your governor, write to maybe. I don't know. I don't know, but I just know my mouth is open and I ain't shutting up. So, uh, you know, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but I keep telling my story over and over and over. But some of my family know, some of them don't. Some of my friends know, some of them don't. But this is me putting it out there. Some people already know. Um, a lot of people know, but now even more people is gonna know. I'm not gonna hide. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna, like I'm just not going to run. Why do I need to run? I didn't do anything. I I didn't do nothing. I did what I was supposed to do. I worked. I came home. I took care of my child. Um, you took care of my son. He was in college. Helped out my daughter. Was in another state at the time. I did what I was supposed to do. I loved on my man. Just I did everything I was supposed to do. And um, like I said, and if I can get it, anybody can trust me. I'm like born. Like I've never even had a one night stand. I've never um definitely never had no threesome like that. I've never even been drunk. I've never went home with someone in the bar. I've never even had fucking dinner by myself. I've never taken myself out on a date. I've always been in a relationship since I was 14, and there's a lot of things that I just have not done. I've never done drugs. I don't even smoke cigarettes. My mother was a smoker. I hate the smell of cigarettes. I've never done hookah. I've never done a lot of shit. Like, I've never even been to Vegas. Who has not been to Vegas? Me. That's who. Okay? I have not been to Vegas. I just really have just been working. I'm just that next door type of, just whatever, next door, neighbor type of, just like, I'm just that chill chick. I like getting dressed up and cute. Or at least I used to. But I I've never partied. I had a child when I was a teenager, and I was adamant and quite fucking stubborn about staying in school, graduating. I got a scholarship, went to college, and of course, my mother passed away, got sick with cancer and passed away. So I ended up taking a break from college. I'm like, I'm just going to take a break for a semester. One semester turned into a year, and of course, what did I do? Got pregnant. Okay, so then didn't end up going back to college, but lost my scholarship. But yeah, like, if this can happen to me, and I'm like that born kind of next door chick, just like, she's just like, just like, I'm just never had that she's an out there type of chick, lifestyle. Like, it can happen to anybody, anybody. And it does happen to people every single day. My heart goes out. Of course, I was just like, why me? Why me? Why me? But my heart really goes out to the ones that's teenagers. Some of them, their first sexual experience. I'm in my mid 40s, so I've lived a little, and they have to carry this with them, this heavy thing with them until, from their teens and 20s. Some people are getting comments from their parents calling them dirty and don't sit on the toilet and clean the toilet after you wash, you use it. And it's like, you can't even get this shit from the toilet. Excuse you. And chances are you probably already got it anyway. So how about that? So, but nonetheless, parents are shaming their own kids. Friends are, you thought who you was your friend. They're pulling away from you because you're looked at like the girl with, she has it. They're telling people on the side. So I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to let the stigma, get to me. I'm not going to let people out to me and have that power over me and be like, shh, don't tell nobody. No, that's just not the type of person I am. So I won't let nobody ridicule me for this. Again, I didn't do nothing that nobody else has not done. I had sex and loved the wrong freaking guy. I trusted him. That's it. Somebody that, like I said, I found out he was living a double life. And during the course of our relationship, he messed with multiple chicks. I found out about one. There was a couple of other ones, but it was just phone conversation. He was out there. So out there. Like I said, the niece. He was out there. And okay, I promise I'm gonna stop this at 2. Like, for real, for real. I already gotta break this shit down. I'm going. But he was out there. He was out there, and all of these girls was trash, but it's not even the girl's fault because a guy, like, friend said, he was lying to us both. He lied to everybody. Now the one chick, she claimed she didn't know. She knew because she also told me she saw my shit at his house. And what did he tell her? He was waiting for me to get it. If you waiting for me to get my shit, why ain't it boxed up? Why ain't it in a garage? Why didn't you come and throw it on my fucking porch? Okay? In my front yard, just whatever. Drop it off at my job. Give it to the security officer. It was in the closet. It was on the dresser. Nail polish where it's supposed to be. Nightclubs where it's supposed to be. Body wash. Hair weave. Whatever. It was where I left it. Why? Because he would have known that if that nail polish was moved, them nightclothes was gone. I would have noticed that shit. Them bras, I would have noticed that shit. Just like she noticed, I noticed. I would have noticed. Ladies, look at those pill bottles. Get those test results. Keep getting those test results. Don't believe, I'm clean. Don't see it with your own eyes. Have him send you the results. Because he'll tell you, I got tested, I'm clean. Don't. Please don't. Please don't. It's crazy. Girls are finding out that they said they didn't know. Then they talked to previous girlfriends and they know because they gave it to them. Or they found a pill bottle and, it's people are getting diagnosed all kind of crazy ways. Then the guys are blocking them after. The guys are denying it. The guys are using reverse whatever, telling everybody, she has this, and trying to shame the chick, right, to make her shut up. And they're, some of these girls, they're backing down, but some of them was like, yeah, I got this shit and he gave it to me. Like, what the fuck? But it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what else I can say. Like, this is a long ass video. And I literally thought it was going to be 30 minutes. But I guess I should have known. Because once I started talking, I was not going to stop. It took me a long time to make this video. I kept thinking about it. I've thought about it so many times over the last year, 2 years. But it took for a conversation today and for me to do it. And I'm just like, you know what? You don't tell a rape victim, which he has raped me before, but you don't tell a rape victim, you don't tell a cancer survivor, you don't tell not to share their story. You don't tell somebody who was molested. You don't tell somebody who, just whatever, not to tell their story. You don't tell them they're obsessed with telling their story. No. They're obsessed with being heard, with being validated. It's not that we want your sympathy. We just want to purge all of this, to get it off, because then somebody can hold power over me. I've been harassed by his family, by his friends. They've come on my Facebook saying, at least I don't have herpes. Bitch, I got herpes because your fucking brother gave me herpes. Let's tell a whole damn story, okay? There's no way you just telling one part of the story. You cannot shame me. You just can't. You just really, really can't. Goodness, I'm starting. I had on that light because it was kind of dark. But yeah, like it's like you can't shame me. Like, stop it, okay? Please stop it. Please, 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 please. Like, please, please. But I'm gonna get off of here. I just want to tell all of you beautiful people that you're gonna be okay. It's gonna take some time, but you're gonna get through this. You're going to be um you're the same person that you was before all this happened. Um, yeah, you're the same person. Herpes is not all of you. You know, everything that you were before, vivacious, beautiful, charming, just life of the party, you just whatever, whatever, however your friends describe you, um, however your coworkers describe you, whether you're knowledgeable, whether you're smart, whether you're witty, whether you're funny, you're still all of that. All of that. You're just a person that also has herpes. Just like if you had cancer, you're still all of that. You just now have cancer. If you had, just whatever else, you're still that person. You just now have this. It's a part of you. It's not all of you. It's not. Um, but yeah, people will still love you. You will still be in relationships. You will still love again. Um, you can still have kids. People will still accept you. Um, yeah, yeah. But first things first, you have to learn to accept yourself. Like I said, it took me a long time to do that. But I accept myself. It took me probably like a year. Probably like 9 months. Probably like 9 months before I could accept this. Yeah, it was like a year. And accepting it is just acknowledging this is something you have and you can't change it. I used to say, I'm never going to accept that. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't do the shit that require you to get it. Of course, I'm thinking like a hot chick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bouncing around from dick to dick. I'm just with one guy. I stay in long-term relationships. I'm the boring chick. Like, um, but the reality is I did do what it required to get it. I had sex, you know? I had sex. And even if the person just had it in their mouth and you kissed them, guess what? You did what it takes to get it. You kissed them, you know? Um, yeah. So it's just, you have to shed that stigma that you're dirty, you have to shed it in order for you to accept yourself. You have to shed it. You have to, um, yeah, you have to acknowledge that you didn't do nothing wrong, that you didn't do nothing that nobody else is doing every single day, um, and that you're still the same person. You just have to acknowledge it. Acknowledging it does not, and accepting it does not mean you wanted it. Doesn't mean you agreed to have it. Doesn't mean you know, some people go to the extreme. They talk about, oh, I'll give a limb for to get away, a rid of it, or just whatever else. Now I was willing to give my life for it at the time I was diagnosed, but I'm not willing to give my life for it now. 3 years post. Um, but yeah, you're gonna be okay. This is the longest of this video you done seen. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And this is probably gonna be, I don't know, like I said, there's definitely gonna be more videos. Let me turn this back on because it's like flickering because of my light. But there's definitely gonna be more videos, more things that's gonna be shared. It's gonna get kind of juicy. But yeah, I'm gonna purge. My damn therapist would be so happy with me. Because here I couldn't even tell a group of, I don't know, probably was like 9 or 10 people in a circle. I couldn't even tell them for a while. It was like, what are you here for? Are you just crying? What the hell are you crying for? but now I'm just like, I can't stop talking. I'm just like, my daughter was like, I'm tired of hearing about herpes. I'm like, herpes. But yeah. You're gonna be okay! Whoop, 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 whoop! You're gonna be okay. So, let me go ahead and end this right about now. Hey. But, like I said, I guess I'm gonna start my channel like this. Hey, we gonna do the damn thing. We gonna share all kind of shit. Okay? I'm gonna answer some questions. If you guys want to ask me questions, I'm going to, like I said, share other stuff that I don't share on my other page. Just about my life. Things that I'm going through. Things that I've been through. I'm just gonna share it. Share it. Sharing is caring, huh? Well, not in a bedroom. as far as somebody getting something out of their chest, and out of them so that it's not weighing on them, you gotta get it out. You gotta talk. And I've talked my damn friends' ears off. I've talked family members' ears off. I've talked therapists' ears off. Right now, I'm just talking to, I'm just talking to. So I'm just like, hey, I'm just gonna share. But I'm gonna end this long ass video. And yeah, until we meet again, but here I am. As you can see, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I have to keep saying that. I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm just whatever. But my story is my story. I will not be shamed. I will not be quiet. Although I know some people would like me to be quiet. My story, I can tell it. So I am. And until we talk again, look at my page, my Facebook, my Instagram. There's stuff on there. There's going to be other stuff on here. Yeah. I'm going to end this.